Envision your purpose as the North Star guiding every decision you make. A clear purpose anchors your speech and prevents you from wandering into tangents that dilute your impact. When you articulate exactly what you want your listeners to feel, believe, or do, you create a magnetic thread that pulls every part of your message toward that one desired outcome. This clarity transforms a collection of anecdotes and facts into a powerful narrative that resonates on both emotional and intellectual levels. The speaker who begins by defining a precise objective can tailor metaphors, examples, and calls to action that reinforce the core message at every turn. Researchers in positive psychology emphasize that setting specific goals enhances commitment and fuels persistence by reducing ambiguity in the path forward. Drawing on Locke's goal-setting theory, you ground your speech in evidence demonstrating that clarity and specificity significantly boost motivation and performance. By identifying the exact change you wish to catalyze, whether it's adopting healthier habits, embracing a new mindset, or pursuing a bold ambition, you empower your audience to see the finish line with crystal clear vision. This vision becomes a psychological beacon, transforming vague desires into concrete intentions that guide behavior long after the closing applause. Articulating your purpose also sharpens your own preparation, forcing you to refine your arguments until they align perfectly with that central aim. When your speech is built on a foundation of well-defined objectives, every statistic, story, and example serves to reinforce that bedrock goal rather than distracting from it. In practice, this means crafting statements that follow the SMART criteria: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, to give your audience a blueprint for action. For instance, instead of urging someone to improve communication, you might challenge them to initiate a 10-minute feedback session with a colleague each week for the next month. Such precision allows individuals to track progress, experience small wins, and sustain momentum toward larger, long-term ambitions. Furthermore, a clear purpose intensifies emotional engagement by tapping into values that inspire deep personal commitment. When listeners perceive that your goal aligns with their own aspirations or core beliefs, they feel seen and understood rather than lectured. This alignment creates an invisible bond that transforms a passive audience into active participants in your call to action. The science shows that individuals are 3 times more likely to follow through on commitments when those commitments are both personally meaningful and clearly articulated. By weaving clear milestones and measurable targets into your narrative, you give your audience the scaffolding they need to build new habits and attitudes. These scaffolds not only support initial enthusiasm but also provide checkpoints for reflection and recalibration when obstacles arise. A lack of purpose creates cognitive friction, causing both speaker and listener to expend unnecessary mental energy on interpreting vague statements rather than channeling focus toward transformation. Conversely, when your objective shines unequivocally, every moment of your speech becomes a step on the ladder toward that singular summit. Clarity of purpose also streamlines your storytelling choices, ensuring that each anecdote echoes the central theme rather than competing for attention. By pruning extraneous details, you deliver a lean, potent message that audiences can internalize in real time and recall with ease later. To reinforce this clarity, many accomplished speakers recommend summarizing the core objective at the beginning, middle, and end of the talk, thereby creating rhythmic anchors of purpose. This repetition doesn't feel redundant when the phrasing is varied. Instead, it acts like a drumbeat that commands attention and underlines importance. In preparing your own speech, begin by asking yourself 5 fundamental questions: what change do I want, why it matters, who will benefit, how progress will be measured, and what the timeline looks like. Answering these questions transforms abstract ambitions into actionable plans, sharpening both your content and delivery. As you rehearse, continuously test each phrase against your defined purpose and prune anything that strays from that axis. The result is a motivational message that feels both effortless and inevitable, gently shepherding listeners toward concrete outcomes with unwavering focus. Ultimately, clarity of purpose is not a stylistic choice but the lifeblood of effective motivation, the difference between a speech that entertains and one that transforms lives forever. Imagine standing before an audience, their eyes fixed on you, waiting for words that will ignite a spark within them. The power of a motivational speech lies not just in its content but in its delivery, how it's structured, and the immediacy with which it calls the audience to act. A compelling motivational speech begins with a strong opening that captures attention. This could be a provocative question, a startling fact, or a personal anecdote that resonates with the audience's experiences. Such an opening sets the tone and primes listeners for the message to come. Once the audience is engaged, the speech should transition smoothly into its core message. This involves presenting a clear thesis or central idea that the rest of the speech will support. Organizing the content logically, perhaps using a problem-solution format, helps maintain clarity and focus. Each point should build upon the previous one, creating a cohesive narrative that guides the audience toward the desired conclusion. Incorporating stories and examples can make abstract concepts more tangible. Personal anecdotes or real-life scenarios illustrate points effectively, making the message more relatable and memorable. These narratives serve as evidence of the principles being discussed, demonstrating their application in real-world contexts. Transitions between sections should be seamless, using phrases that connect ideas and maintain the speech's momentum. This fluidity ensures that the audience can follow the progression of thoughts without confusion. Moreover, varying sentence structure and employing rhetorical devices like repetition can emphasize key points and enhance the speech's rhythm. The conclusion of the speech is a critical moment to reinforce the central message and leave a lasting impression. Summarizing the main points succinctly helps solidify the audience's understanding. Ending with a powerful call to action, specific, achievable, and time-bound, motivates listeners to apply what they've heard. This could involve setting a personal goal, adopting a new mindset, or taking a particular step toward improvement. Throughout the speech, the speaker's delivery plays a vital role. Passion and enthusiasm are contagious. When a speaker conveys genuine conviction, it inspires the audience to share that energy. Maintaining eye contact, using expressive gestures, and modulating voice tone can all enhance the speech's impact. In essence, a motivational speech that prompts immediate and structured action is meticulously crafted. It starts with an engaging hook, presents a clear and logical argument supported by relatable stories, and concludes with a compelling call to action. Delivered with authenticity and vigor, such a speech can resonate deeply, prompting listeners to embark on meaningful change. Struggle is not a detour on the road to success, it is the very path itself. Every challenge, every setback, and every hardship is an integral part of the journey that shapes us into who we are meant to become. Embracing struggle as a catalyst for growth transforms obstacles into opportunities and pain into power. Consider the story of Eric Thomas, a renowned motivational speaker who rose from homelessness to inspire millions. His early life was marked by adversity, sleeping in abandoned buildings, facing the harsh realities of the streets, and grappling with personal loss. Yet, it was through these struggles that Thomas discovered his purpose and honed his resilience. He didn't shy away from his hardships. Instead, he used them as fuel to drive his passion and connect authentically with others facing their own battles. Thomas's journey exemplifies how embracing struggle can lead to profound personal transformation and the ability to impact others positively. Struggles test our limits and push us beyond our comfort zones. They force us to confront our fears, reassess our values, and develop strengths we never knew we possessed. When we face challenges head-on, we build resilience, adaptability, and a deeper understanding of ourselves. These qualities are not just beneficial, they are essential for personal and professional growth. By embracing struggle, we learn to navigate life's complexities with grace and determination. Moreover, struggles often reveal our true character. In times of adversity, we are stripped of pretense and compelled to act with authenticity. This authenticity fosters genuine connections with others, as people are drawn to those who have faced hardships and emerged stronger. Sharing our struggles can inspire and empower others, creating a ripple effect of resilience and courage. When we are open about our challenges, we not only heal ourselves but also provide a roadmap for others navigating similar paths. Embracing struggle also cultivates empathy. Having faced difficulties ourselves, we become more attuned to the struggles of others. This empathy enhances our relationships, leadership abilities, and capacity to effect positive change in our communities. Understanding the pain of others allows us to offer support, encouragement, and solutions that are both compassionate and effective. In this way, our personal struggles become a source of collective strength and unity. Furthermore, struggles often precede significant breakthroughs. Many of the world's greatest achievements have been born out of adversity. Innovators, leaders, and changemakers frequently cite their most challenging experiences as the impetus for their success. These trials force them to think creatively, persevere against odds, and remain steadfast in their vision. By embracing struggle, we position ourselves to harness its transformative power and achieve feats we once deemed impossible. It's important to recognize that embracing struggle doesn't mean seeking out pain or hardship unnecessarily. Rather, it involves acknowledging the inevitability of challenges and choosing to face them with courage and optimism. It means reframing our perspective to see struggles not as insurmountable obstacles but as opportunities for growth and self-discovery. This mindset shift empowers us to navigate life's ups and downs with resilience and purpose. In conclusion, struggle is an indispensable component of the human experience. By embracing it, we unlock our potential, build meaningful connections, and pave the way for personal and collective advancement. Let us not fear struggle but welcome it as a teacher, a motivator, and a catalyst for the extraordinary. In doing so, we transform our lives and inspire others to do the same. Authenticity is the cornerstone of effective motivational speaking. When a speaker presents themselves genuinely, the audience is more likely to trust and connect with the message being conveyed. Authenticity involves being true to oneself, sharing personal experiences, and expressing genuine emotions, which fosters a deeper connection with listeners. Audiences can often detect when a speaker is not being authentic. Overly rehearsed or insincere presentations can create a barrier between the speaker and the audience, making it difficult for the message to resonate. In contrast, when speakers share their true selves, including their vulnerabilities and imperfections, they become more relatable and approachable. This relatability encourages listeners to engage more deeply with the content and consider how it applies to their own lives. Sharing personal stories and experiences is a powerful way to demonstrate authenticity. These narratives provide concrete examples of the speaker's journey, illustrating how they have navigated challenges and growth. Such stories not only humanize the speaker but also offer valuable insights and inspiration to the audience. By revealing their own struggles and triumphs, speakers can motivate others to persevere through their own obstacles. Authenticity also enhances the speaker's credibility. When speakers are honest about their experiences and emotions, audiences are more likely to perceive them as trustworthy and knowledgeable. This trust is essential for effective communication, as it encourages listeners to be receptive to the speaker's message and consider implementing the advice or strategies being offered. Moreover, being authentic allows speakers to communicate more naturally and confidently. When individuals are not trying to maintain a facade or adopt a persona, they can focus more on delivering their message effectively. This natural delivery style can make the presentation more engaging and impactful, as the speaker's passion and sincerity are more evident. In summary, authenticity is a vital component of motivational speaking. By being genuine, sharing personal experiences, and expressing true emotions, speakers can build trust, enhance relatability, and deliver more impactful messages. Embracing authenticity not only benefits the audience but also empowers speakers to connect more deeply with their listeners and inspire meaningful change. Emotional appeal and empathy are pivotal in motivational speaking, forging a profound connection between the speaker and the audience. By tapping into the audience's emotions, a speaker can transcend mere information delivery, creating an experience that resonates deeply and inspires action. Emotions are central to human decision-making processes. While logical arguments provide structure, it's the emotional engagement that often compels individuals to act. A speaker who shares a personal story of overcoming adversity doesn't just present a narrative. They invite the audience to feel the struggle and triumph alongside them. This shared emotional journey fosters a sense of unity and purpose. Empathy enhances this connection by demonstrating an understanding of the audience's experiences and feelings. When a speaker acknowledges the challenges faced by their listeners, it validates those experiences and builds trust. Phrases like, "I understand how difficult this can be," or, "Many of us have faced similar obstacles," signal to the audience that the speaker is not just talking at them but engaging with them on a human level. Storytelling is a powerful tool in this context. Narratives that evoke emotions such as hope, fear, joy, or sadness can make the message more memorable and impactful. For instance, recounting a tale of someone who faced significant hardships but persevered can inspire listeners to confront their own challenges with renewed vigor. These stories serve as mirrors, reflecting the audience's potential and resilience. Nonverbal cues also play a significant role in conveying empathy and emotion. A speaker's tone of voice, facial expressions, and body language can reinforce the sincerity of their message. Maintaining eye contact, using open gestures, and modulating voice to match the emotional content of the speech can enhance the audience's engagement and trust. Moreover, incorporating emotional appeals can create a sense of urgency and importance around the topic. Highlighting the consequences of an action or the benefits of change can motivate the audience to take immediate steps toward improvement. This emotional impetus can be the catalyst for personal growth and transformation. In summary, the integration of emotional appeal and empathy in motivational speaking is not merely a stylistic choice but a fundamental component of effective communication. By connecting with the audience on an emotional level, acknowledging their experiences, and conveying genuine understanding, speakers can inspire meaningful change and foster a lasting impact. Visualizing your future self is a transformative practice that bridges the gap between who you are today and who you aspire to become. By vividly imagining the person you want to be, you create a mental blueprint that guides your actions and decisions in the present. This process involves more than just daydreaming. It's about crafting a detailed picture of your desired future and aligning your current behaviors to make that vision a reality. Imagine yourself 1 year from now, having achieved the goals you set today. What does your life look like? What habits have you adopted? What challenges have you overcome? This exercise, often referred to as future you visualization, encourages you to step into the shoes of your future self and reflect on the journey that led you there. By doing so, you gain clarity on the steps needed to reach your aspirations and the mindset required to sustain them. This practice is not just about envisioning success, it's about understanding the transformation necessary to achieve it. It prompts you to consider what beliefs, behaviors, and attitudes you need to adopt or discard. For instance, if your future self is confident and disciplined, what changes must you make today to embody those qualities? This introspection fosters a sense of accountability and motivates you to take consistent, purposeful actions. Moreover, visualizing your future self can enhance decision-making. When faced with choices, you can ask, "What would my future self do?" This perspective helps prioritize long-term benefits over short-term gratification, leading to more deliberate and beneficial outcomes. It also reinforces the connection between present actions and future consequences, making it easier to stay committed to your goals. Incorporating this practice into your daily routine can yield significant benefits. Regularly reflecting on your future self keeps your goals at the forefront of your mind, serving as a constant reminder of what you're working towards. It can also boost resilience by providing a clear purpose during challenging times, reminding you that temporary setbacks are part of the journey toward your envisioned future. Ultimately, visualizing your future self is a powerful tool for personal growth. It transforms abstract aspirations into tangible objectives and instills a proactive mindset geared toward continuous improvement. By consistently aligning your present actions with your future vision, you pave the way for meaningful and lasting change. Consistency is the silent architect of success. While motivation can ignite the initial spark, it's the steady, unwavering commitment to daily actions that builds the bridge to achievement. This principle is echoed by many successful individuals who attribute their accomplishments not to bursts of inspiration, but to persistent effort over time. Consider the insights of motivational speaker Steve Harvey, who emphasizes the necessity of forcing oneself to be consistent, even when motivation wanes. He suggests that true growth stems from the discipline to continue pushing forward, regardless of external circumstances. This perspective highlights that consistency is not merely a habit, but a deliberate choice to prioritize long-term goals over short-term comforts. Consistency also plays a crucial role in habit formation. By engaging in repeated actions, we reinforce neural pathways, making desired behaviors more automatic and less reliant on willpower. This process transforms challenging tasks into routine activities, thereby reducing resistance and increasing efficiency. Over time, these consistent behaviors compound, leading to significant improvements and accomplishments that might have seemed unattainable at the outset. Moreover, consistency fosters trust and reliability, both internally and externally. When we consistently meet our commitments, we build self-confidence and a reputation for dependability. This reliability can open doors to new opportunities, as others recognize and value our steadfastness. Internally, each act of consistency reinforces our self-image as someone who follows through, which can be a powerful motivator in itself. It's important to acknowledge that consistency doesn't equate to perfection. There will be days when progress feels minimal or when setbacks occur. However, the key is to persist, to return to our routines and objectives despite challenges. This resilience is a testament to our commitment, and often distinguishes those who achieve their goals from those who fall short. In the realm of personal development, consistency serves as the foundation upon which skills are honed and mastery is achieved. Whether it's learning a new language, developing a fitness regimen, or pursuing a professional goal, regular, dedicated practice is essential. Each small, consistent effort contributes to a larger tapestry of growth and success. In conclusion, while motivation may initiate the journey, it's consistency that sustains it. By committing to regular, purposeful actions, we not only move closer to our goals but also cultivate the discipline and resilience necessary for long-term success. Embracing consistency transforms aspirations into achievements, proving that steadfast effort is the true engine of progress. Self-reflection is a powerful tool for personal growth and motivation. By taking the time to examine our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, we can gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and our actions. This introspection allows us to identify areas for improvement, recognize our strengths, and align our actions with our values. Engaging in self-reflection can enhance self-awareness, which is crucial for personal development. When we understand our motivations and reactions, we can make more informed decisions and respond to situations more effectively. This heightened awareness can lead to better emotional regulation and increased resilience in the face of challenges. Moreover, self-reflection can improve our relationships with others. By understanding our own behaviors and emotions, we become more empathetic and better equipped to communicate effectively. This can lead to stronger connections and more meaningful interactions with those around us. Incorporating regular self-reflection into our routines can also enhance our decision-making abilities. By evaluating past experiences and outcomes, we can learn from our mistakes and successes, leading to more thoughtful and deliberate choices in the future. Furthermore, self-reflection can boost our motivation and drive. When we take the time to assess our goals and progress, we can reignite our passion and commitment to our objectives. This renewed focus can help us stay on track and maintain momentum toward our aspirations. To practice self-reflection effectively, it's important to set aside dedicated time for introspection. This can involve journaling, meditation, or simply taking a quiet moment to think about our experiences and feelings. The key is to approach this practice with honesty and openness, allowing ourselves to explore our thoughts without judgment. In conclusion, self-reflection is a valuable practice that can lead to significant personal growth and motivation. By understanding ourselves more deeply, we can make better decisions, build stronger relationships, and stay focused on our goals. Incorporating self-reflection into our daily lives can ultimately lead to a more fulfilling and purposeful existence.